When Two-Face smoke, he buy us for Lekki. Blackface smoker, he buy go village. The same bleaching cream where Bobrisky use, he blow. Sean Tizo use am.
Without any form of prejudice, comedy remains one of the toughest jobs on the surface of Earth. Putting smiles on the faces of people could be a Herculean task. Money might take your worries away, but can money buy you a decent VIP for a standard comedy show in Nigeria? Comedy shows come every other week, with fans eager to watch their favorite comedians on stage. The 9-to-5 Lagos lifestyle has left Nigerians with no other option than to find the next available event to unwind. Weekends are not negotiable for an average Lagosian who has his mind set on the packing space of Eko Hotel. Fun freaks, party slayers and partiers have a whole lot of tension to ease. The readily available messiah is none other than comedy. On this segment of Feature Story, we take a look at the growing number of comedy shows in Nigeria and the likely perils for creativity.
Hi. Something bad is smelling. Oh my gosh.
Very bad.
Recent stats show a whopping 1.35 trillion contributed to Nigeria's GDP through entertainment. Evident of this is the expansion of the business. Within this new reality, a new sense of competition and urgency comes into context as entertainers are forced to up their game when called upon on the biggest of stages. Followers of Nigerian entertainment would agree that it is a weekly routine to find cars flooding the packing spaces of choice venues where entertainers ply their trade. For many shows hosted, a huge amount of money is invested by promoters, private brands and various organizations who in turn expect a certain amount of profit on whatever they invest on the show in context. As long as there are pockets willing to dole out cash, there would always be talents to put value to cash of investors. Investors have shown a new urge and zest towards shows, ranging from stand-up comedy shows, which is gradually becoming a norm among comedians, or various tours by artists.
Àwọn artists kan wà Nigeria. Boy ṣe blow kò ṣẹ̀yà méjì.
Yes.
Kò artist tó blow bí. A particular artist kó tó blow. Kí ló ń kọ kiri Yorùbá rapper ni.
Yes.
Mo ní gbólóhùn tọ́run máa fún ẹ rèé. Kò máa sọ pé skiborobo skibo. Skiborobo skibo èébà ó ṣe.
Baddest.
Iṣẹ́ wòlíì.
Oh, they blow.
The talk about sold-out shows, movies or concerts often influence the decision of teaming entertainers who make some set of shows available to entertainers in different halls with different themes. One certain fact is the urge for the cheese or paper. As newer entertainers emerge, the competition stifles from various spheres of the business, leaving entertainment lovers confused on what to consume. With many companies and various powerhouses cutting down on their various sponsorships, organizers are poised to milk the fat juice of consumers. As the day passes by, comedy shows spring up like mushrooms. Comedy shows are littered virtually everywhere, with posters flying all over. Hardly does a week pass without seeing a comedy show hosted.
Everybody, you know, again where you go drink rich. All things go pass away, everything go become new. Girl, when no fine, go they fine for your eye. You know that level where one man drink, reach for party. If they look in wife, they look at me. They look in wife, they look up. He said, you look familiar, have we met?
Comedian Godwin Komone, popularly known as Godons, poured out his anger over the present boring nature of the Nigerian comedy industry. According to him, comedy shows are becoming very boring. The comedy shows that we used to know is not what we're getting. Expressing his anger, he continued, I want my comedy to take the center stage, and when people come, and it is somehow I get bored. What happened to spontaneity? I don't want people to look at my profession as a profession where anybody can just come in. Comedy is a profession where people with brain come into it, and we need that. That's what we're talking about. I'm not really happy that we've got to do shows yearly, and it's the same old thing, he added.
Creativity at its best. Musician, comedian, trying to bring something that has, something different to all what we know.
I don't think so completely, but one of the challenges that I know we comedians or comedy shows has, which I think we should work on, because I'm not an exception. I think we need to work on our content, because I've been to several occasions and somebody will tell me, Eagles comedians will come for your show, Eagles Live will come for your show, will come for AY show. This almost the same set of comedians and almost the same set of type of materials that they will unleash. But sometimes I defend my colleagues, because I'll tell them, if a musician did a song and you invite him on stage, it is that song that you've been listening to, that you will see him perform. Same thing for comedian.
No, they're not. We don't even have enough comedy shows. We don't have venues. We don't have theaters. How many theaters do you know in Lagos? We don't have theaters. Comedy shows are lacking. Where do we have comedy shows in Lagos? Eko Hotel Muson Center, that's all. What happens to people who live in Ikorodu? What happens to people who live in Badagry? What happens to people who live in Ekpe? What happens to people who stay in Festac? We need more comedy shows. We need to begin to have comedians run tour. What's wrong if you say an organization partners with a comedian, you do a tour within Lagos? You can do 5-6 locations within Lagos. You don't have to just do a Hotel or Muson. But you need, there are no structures right now to put that in place. So it's kind of difficult right now.
No, man. There's wide space for people to shine, man. Sheilo can do his own. AY can do his own. Gordon's, MC Shakara can do his own. Yo can do his own. Everybody actually has their own fans. You get, so it's never too much. Music shows can never too much, man. If Ricardo does his own, I can do my own. Don Jazzy can do man. The sky is actually wide enough for people to shine.
No, we're not even there yet. It's still coming to come. We're getting there, and once we get there, our fans will be spoiled, with choices. Like, you decide where you want to go to, because you know what this particular person can do when you attend the shows. So we're still getting there.
I think they're having a thing. Comedians, I love them. Why? Because they're in accord. They respect the work of art. They don't form. They don't wash. You know what I'm saying? They don't live beyond their means. They're just real people. That's why I love them. I like to relate more with comedians better than artists. I'm sorry to say.
No. Are you tired of laughing? Exactly. Are you tired of being happy? No. You can't be. We're so much in this country. It's an industry that is just beginning to wake up, and everybody has their own personal style. No matter what you see in a comedy show, we are all different. So if you watch it's going to be bringing something different. You watch another person, something different.
Overflogged? It shouldn't be. If I want more, we need more. We need more. And anyone that says anything contrary is a sadist. That's what I think. Yeah, we actually need more.
Comedy shows that we need now are comedy shows with content, with real content. Not just one comedian, 5 comedians, and 60 artists. I think comedians right now are doing something different, like what yours is doing. You can say that your show is different from Bobby Man on Fire, which is one man. You know that when you're looking for the newest kid on the block, you know that you see that person on AY Live. Ali Obajana Fest is different. So if we can bring up more shows like that, more different shows like that, okay, when I'm going to this show, I know I'm going to see something different. So I think comedy shows should still continue. We need more comedy shows, but more comedy shows with content.
I don't want to know whether there are many shows or few shows. All we need is shows. That's how we get paid. So if they keep on having comedy shows every day, and artists are given the platform to perform, comedians, and we keep on bringing comedians, and the industry is being invested on, I think it's what we need for the entertainment. So there are a lot of comedy shows, but at the same time, I want them to keep coming. There's room for more.
You can't say that. In America, they have like over how many? They have over 100 comedy shows, because they even have more comedians than we have comedians here. So I don't think it's overflogged. I just think the comedy shows you come to, is basically the fans of this particular person coming to experience and celebrate with that person. That's why it's a live show. So there's not too much. It's like you saying there's too much seeing the doctor. You have a problem, you go to the hospital. So you need to relax and enjoy yourself in a community or in a society where we have too many problems, and the comedians provide it. So we need even more comedy shows. Although we don't manage that, but then it's fine.
No, it's not. It's not. We need it. We need it. Nigerians need comedy show more often. We even need more so as to kill the tension and to kill the pressure. We need more of it, actually, yeah.
No, there can never be so much of comedy, because what we need now in Nigeria is we need something that's going to make us laugh, forget our sorrows, forget about, what we're going through at the moment. So I believe we can never get tired of, there can never be too much of, comedy, because that's what we need in this country.
I think they need to be heard. They need to be given their own platforms, and I like that they're taking it. They're taking it, whether or not they're, people are giving them the opportunity, they're taking it, and that's what it should be like. Because music, we know, is like secular, it's everywhere, and comedy is still, people are still finding it a little hard to, get with it. So hey, for me, I think it's good. It's good that they're doing this, whether you want it or not. Comedy, you have to laugh. Nigeria, there's too much stress, so you need to laugh it off. So yeah, so I'm in support of it, and I don't have anything against it whatsoever.
I don't think so. Sorry to say, but there are so many people in Nigeria that need to be happy. They just need to smile and laugh. And so the idea of so many comedy shows coming up is not really bad. So you need to make Nigerians laugh. And there's so many things happening in Nigeria right now, and you just need to make these people laugh. So I feel it's not a bad idea at all.
Nigeria's got the best entertainment in the world. Nigerian music is even out of genre. We have more music more than the non-genre. So the world should watch out for Nigerian entertainment. We are #1, we are the best, and that's why you have to watch HipTv. Boko!
There are too many comedy shows, but at the same time, everybody they hustle. So anyone hustle will sell. If you sell for your party, sell. So kudos, hustle, man.
No. If you do something different like yours is doing now, you'll be there. You do things all the time, get there a little bit, you move a little bit and say, okay, let's check it out. They're checking it out now. So I will say no. I'm an entertainer. I can't run anybody down or run any show down, but I'm saying we're getting there.
Yes, I think so. Why? Because we end up doing the same thing. And that's exactly what I mean by I try to do something different by doing the play. Even though most comedians are now infusing plays into what they do, but that's the way I started. I've been doing this is the 9th one, and that's exactly the way I started from Musan Center with Kofi. That was the first play I did, and until now. So, but I think it's overflowed. A lot of people are doing something. But if you're just doing strictly yourself alone, your standalone comedy show, yeah, that is understandable. But not when you have everybody on board and all that. So
I truly think that comedy shows are becoming boring. The comedy shows that we used to know is not what we are getting. I'm offended because this is the industry I belong. I want my comedy to take the center stage. And when people come, and it is some of them that get bored. What happened to creativity? What happened to spontaneity? And I don't want anybody to look at my profession as a profession where anybody can just come in. Comedy is one of the professions where people with brain come into it. And we need that. That's what we're talking about. I'm not really happy that we got to do show yearly and it's the same old thing. What happened to spontaneity and creativity? That is missing in our comedy, and I don't find that very funny.
Having heard from the humor merchants, we say thanks for your time, we hope you enjoyed this, and we implore you to look forward to another episode of your darling program. Until next time, we say bye for now.